So we're already 3 months into the year, and my question for you guys is, how are you guys progressing with your goals? Did you set your goal in January 1st and then you're realizing that you're slowly falling off from those things that you've set, or you didn't even bother setting those goals at all? So here's the thing: a lot of people do not succeed from setting their goals, not because they are not hardworking or because they are lazy or because they are not motivated, but because you cannot achieve your goals by just solely setting goals. Setting goals is never enough. You have to be able to build systems for yourself. Build a structure that can work with your daily routine, that can become an habit for you, that can become a second nature for you. You have to build system or habits that you can always imbibe in, or you can always, make it a daily routine, like I mentioned before. Something that becomes natural for you, something that you don't have to see as too demanding or too taxing, because it just comes naturally to you. And so in this video, we'll be discussing on how we can build systems in the most simple ways and without making it too stressful for us, and it becomes a habit that we do all the time. A lot of times we set goals and then we end up abandoning them. Why? Because we're trying to incubate things that are not naturally our habits, but trying to just build it at once without going through the due process, without doing them little by little, or without trying to try small, again, little by little, than just, putting things that were not something that you do before, making it an habit. All of a sudden it won't work. And that's why at the end of the day, when you set this goal, I want to be fit, I'm going to wake up today to do my exercise, I'm going to do a 30-minute workout today, I'm going to do a 1 hour workout today. And naturally, before you don't used to do anything, you don't do workouts, you don't do anything, it's going to be very tiring, it's going to be very frustrating. But if you start little by little, you start by waking up to do 10-minute workout, you start by waking up to do 15-minute workout, you will realize that when you do 10-minute workout, then you get tired of doing 10 minutes, you increase it to 15 minutes, you get tired of doing 15 minutes, you increase it to 20 minutes. You start little by little, and then you realize that you are actually progressing a lot. Why? Because you are doing them in the most tiniest way you can do them. You cannot just incubate an habit that you were not used to before and just make it a system in your life, or just make it something in your life or a routine. It has to start by little processes. Again, one of the reasons we do not achieve the goals that we've set is because we do not concentrate on the processes. We only want to see the end game, and for us to see the end game is by those little actions that you take now, or those little actions that you make now. And that's why a lot of times we set goals and it ends up not coming into existence. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Ronke Anibaba. I speak about personal development, mindset, growth, navigating life in adulthood, and faith. If this is something that you're interested in, please do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel and help me grow this channel. The first thing is, write down your goal, or write down those goals. If you've already written your goals in the beginning of this year, then you are not far-fetched from actually achieving your goals, because goals give you direction, but systems give you progress. And so what you have to do now is, now going to number 2, track down that goal, or track down your progress. If you've already written down that goal, go back to where you've written these things. Know what you've been doing so far, what you've done, what you're failing at, what you need to improve upon. Go back to it and check what you need to start doing now. Track down your progress. You can start now tracking that progress, not just monthly or quarterly. You can track them daily or weekly, because it is more effective to actually track your goals weekly or daily. That way you are in sync with whatever you are doing. You don't have to forget, or you don't have to abandon and then don't remember what you've written down. So it's always advisable that you track them down, maybe daily and weekly, so that you can always know what to improve on and what not to do. The third thing I would like to talk about is prioritizing little or the most tiniest actions. Make sure that those little things that you do not regard, you start doing them. Like I mentioned before in the beginning of this video, if you want to lose weight, you have to start by doing little by little. Start today by doing 10-minute workout, 15-minute workout, 20-minute workout. Start like that and then see your progress. Do not say that 10 minutes is too small for the kind of weight I want to lose, but you're not doing it at all, or doing 30 minutes today and not doing it again till like maybe 5 days after. It's not going to be progressive. But when you do something little by little and becomes a habit, these are the things that give you progress, and these are the things that at the end of the day you see realistic results. And so I would advise that you incorporate tiny actions, little actions that can make your goals actually come into existence. Wake up earlier if you need to wake up earlier. If you know you are not the type that wake up early, start waking up early, but start in a realistic manner. Don't just jump into waking up by 4 when you know that you don't normally wake up at that time. If you wake up by 4 today, you will not wake up by 4 the next day. I'm just telling you. So you have to know how to make this habit a system in your life by doing them little by little. The little actions are what counts, are what makes your success more progressive. Okay, so the fourth thing I would like to talk about is planning obstacles. I know this sounds pessimistic, or people will say, oh, this is like not having faith. No, trying to see the challenges that can come in your way while trying to achieve your goals does not make you pessimistic, or it does not make you someone that does not have faith. No, it just makes you more realistic, or makes you more makes you plan better. Because a lot of times we dream, we imagine beautiful things, which is beautiful, because the Bible also mentioned that we should think about anything that is good. So yes, it is good to imagine these things, but if you're trying to achieve your goals and you know that in these things that I want to do, there will be challenges, there will be obstacles, you can write down the possible obstacles that you might be encountering while trying to achieve these goals. It doesn't make you less hopeful, or it doesn't make you look like you're pessimistic. It just means that you know how to plan well. Because a lot of times when we think about the beautiful things, think about the wonderful things, we will actually face challenges, we will actually face obstacles. And then when we face these are the things that discourage us from going further with those things or those goals that we've written down, because of the obstacles that we face along the way. So we need to be able to incorporate the obstacles that we might face while trying to achieve these goals. What are the challenges that might want to be discouraging me from doing this? Write them down so you can know how, or you can know if you're going to go into plan B, or know how to handle that situation, than not envisioning it at all, and then it comes and then you are very disorganized, or you are very discouraged because you never saw it coming. Even though you envision it or not, obstacles will still come, challenges will still come. These are just facts of life, and so you have to look for the possible things that can come along the way while trying to achieve your goals. That way you are more prepared in trying to handle that situation. The last thing I would like to talk about is attaching all of these goals as your identity. I find this to be very, very, very important, because a lot of times we write down things we want to achieve, but we still in the back of our minds feel like we're not yet there, or we shouldn't be called what we want to be. For example, I wrote down, oh, this is what I'm going to do to become a YouTuber, this is how I'm going to do it, and all of that. But when people ask me, oh, are you actually a YouTuber? I'm like, no, not really. I'm still trying to. No, you're not trying to. You are actually a YouTuber. Giving excuses to why I'm not a YouTuber, when in actual sense I am a YouTuber. And so if there's something that you want to achieve and you just find yourself very reluctant to, identify yourself with that thing, try to start identifying yourself to that thing. When you start saying this to yourself, you find yourself actually working towards becoming that thing. So if you want to be fit, or you know that you're working towards being fit, you can always tell yourself, I'm a fit person, I eat nutritious food, I do this. Identify yourself with the success you want to become. It makes that success part of you, and it's awakening your consciousness to know that this is something that I need to start working on. I'm already telling people this is what I am. Let people start seeing me as what I am. Because at the end of the day, when you tell people what you want, what you are, that's how people are going to see you. So when you say you're ugly, people are going to see you as ugly. If you say you want to work on yourself, you want to be fit, people are going to see you as someone that is fit. So you have to be able to identify yourself with whatever success you want to achieve. I want to be a YouTuber, I am a YouTuber. When people ask me, I'm a YouTuber, I do this, I do that. And so it becomes part of who I am. So please learn to identify yourself with whatever goals you're trying to achieve. I want to be an entrepreneur. I am a successful entrepreneur. I'm a successful businesswoman. I'm a successful painter. I'm a successful musician. So always try to identify yourself with whatever you're trying to achieve or whatever you've written down. And I pray God helps you to achieve all of these goals. If you find this helpful, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and God bless you.